Hi everyone, welcome to GetInfo. In the previous video, we have seen how to get basic information from the Linux terminal. While starting the video, yesterday in the previous video, I have told you I will explain you about command that will give us kernel information also, but I forgot to show you. So I will show that command and I will proceed to how to add text, how to open the text files and how to apply some kind of filters to the text files. I will show you in this video. In a simple way, we can say how to do text manipulation. I will show you. So first, let me show you. So let me first explain a command uname that will give us information related to username and what is the kernel of our Linux machine, all those details. So if I execute uname, it will give me what is the machine name. The machine name is Linux. If I execute, let me maximize the terminal window. To maximize it, if you press Ctrl Shift plus, it will maximize the window. And okay, now if I enter uname space -a, it will give me all the information related to the system. What is the system name? Linux. And what is the kernel version? 5.8.0 59 generic. And username, sorry, what is the OS name and date and time, Thursday June 17, and this video is running at 11 part 11:14 and the time and this time zone and the day. Okay, this on you can see here what is the architecture of this Linux x64-bit one. This is 64-bit GNU graphical version of Linux. So these are all complete information related to Linux machine. Let me clear the screen. In the previous videos, we have seen how to create an empty files using command called touch. So in this video, I will show you what is the use of some commands called cat and echo while creating the text files, and how can we add text into the text files using cat and echo, and we will also see some of the text editors that are available in our Linux machine. So first, I am going to make use of cat command to create some text file and add content onto the text file. If I list out the files here, I can see here there are files called Linux and course. Let me delete the files first and create the fresh files. If I list out, the files are deleted. So I'm going to make use of cat command to create the file and add some content onto the file. So for that purpose, how to create cat space greater than symbol. These symbols greater than symbol we call in Linux as redirection. Greater than or less than, these symbols we call this one as redirection symbols in Linux machines. So I want to redirect it to, let me create a file name as Linux. If I press enter, it will give me an empty prompt. Here I can enter any text. So right now let me enter something here. I am learning Linux from GetInfo. It is fun to learn. So I entered these commands, and to exit from this one we need to press Ctrl D. It will exit from the prompt and give us normal command prompt. So right now these two lines are added to a file called Linux. New file with name Linux is been created, and this content has been added to Linux. How can I read that content? To read the content also we use cat command. Cat space Linux. If I enter, I can see these are the two lines that are present inside Linux file. So if I want to add more lines to the existing file, how can I do that using cat file? Cat space, this one we call this one as double redirection. So double redirection symbol space the file name to which file we want to add the content, means this one we call as appending. means we are adding some content to already existed one. So here I'm entering, I recommend you to learn Linux. So I want to add this simple line at the end of these two lines. If I press Ctrl D again, I will get out from that prompt, and if I read the file again, you can see this line has been added to at the end of these two lines. If I didn't use this redirection symbol, and without using that, if I provided the information, all the previously existed information will be deleted from the file. Let me show you. Right now, Linux file has these three lines, and if I try to add one more line using single redirection symbol, it will delete already existed information and will add the new information. So let me give, this is new line to the existed. If I enter this one and press Ctrl D, if I cat the Linux file, you can see the previous three lines got deleted and new line has been added. So while manipulating text inside terminal using cat command with the help of redirection symbol, be careful, because if you add single redirection symbol, this will delete the already existed content and add the new one. If you want to add new content to already existed one, you need to use double redirection symbol. So this is how we can make use of cat command to create text files and to add some content onto the text files. Here you can note that we cannot add any line in between the already existed lines. We can only append lines at the end of the file, but we cannot add new lines in the middle of the already existed content. I will show you how to do that using text editors in the next few minutes. Okay, so let me clear the screen, and here now we are going to make use of echo command to create file and to add content to the file. So here actually echo command, what echo command will do, echo command will echoes whatever the information we provided. So I'm going to make use of this command to create file. So echo space, here I am providing the content that I want to add to the file. This is Linux basics, and I want to redirect that information to file called course. If I press enter, this line, this is Linux basics, this line has been added to course. The course file is created and this content has been added to course file. If I list out the files, you can see here course file has been created, and if I cat the course file, the file has this information. Same way here, if I want to add multi-line content, like in the case of cat, it is not giving us prompt to enter multi-line content, but I want to add multi-line content. How can I do that? Here let me add some more content. This course is from scratch, and I'm not going to add double quotation mark at the end, but I am pressing enter. This will give us another prompt to make us add some more lines. Okay, let me add more lines. So this is very useful for beginners and very understandable. Here I have added these two lines, and I want to add these, sorry, total how many number of lines? 3 lines. These 3 lines I want to append at the end of this line in course file. So how can I do that? I will close the content here with double quotes and I will append to course. If I press enter, these 3 lines will be added to at the end of this line. If I cat course file again, you can see these 3 lines has been added. In echo command also, we cannot add text in between the lines. We can only append the text to the existed one at the end, but we cannot add text in the middle of the file. So right now I am going to show you what are the text editors that are available in Linux, and how can we make use of them to create text files, or to add content, or to manipulate content inside the text files. By default, Linux will have graphical versions of Linux will have a text editor called gedit. So here gedit space, I want to create a new file, and that one I'm going to give file name as new.txt. If I press enter, it will open a pop-up. It is simply like notepad in our Windows machine. Here we can add any number of lines of content in the between anywhere inside the file. See, I am adding here random content, no need to worry. See, I have added some content, and if I want to save, click on save. It will save the file and close. Here you can observe, until the file is open, I am not getting the prompt back. Once I close the file, I will get the prompt back. So if I cat this new.txt file, it will show me whatever the content present inside the file. If I want to add any other lines in between these things, I can again open the editor and I can add content anywhere. So this is how we can use text editors to add content, to delete content. I can delete the content also. Okay, I can add the content, and there are different options: find and replace, view how you want to view, like that. So if I click on save, it will save the file, and let me close it. So if you took terminal access to any Linux machines, there are some terminal based editors also, something like Nano and VI. These two are the basic terminal based text editors that comes with any Linux system. If you take any basic Linux system, you can find Nano or VI editors. So let me show you how to use Nano editor. Nano also as nano space, and I want to create a file.txt. You can check, till now there is no file called file.txt. Now I'm going to create a file called file.txt. Here this is the terminal based version of text editor Nano, and here also I can add any content. This is Nano text editor terminal base. Okay, easy and fun. Okay, here I am adding content wherever I want to add. I can delete the content, I can add the content. Here it is providing us some more options that we can make use to manipulate the content. Write out the content, varies. To find out particular keyword, we can use Control W. This cap symbol means control. Varies, find, cut text. If I can use different shortcuts to manipulate text inside Nano editor in different ways. For suppose right now I entered some content. If I want to save the content, if I press Control X, you can see Control X to exit, or Control O to write. Okay, if I press Control X, it is asking me if you want to save the file. Yes, I want to save the file. Press enter, press Y, and the file name that you want to write. Previously we have provided file.txt. If you want to change the file name, you can change here. Otherwise, if you press enter, it will write this content to file.txt. Okay, if I cat file.txt, you can see this is the content inside file.txt. If I want to open again already existed file, nano space file.txt. If let me open previously created new.txt. Here is the content. If I want to modify some content, I can move, I can delete the content, and I can add. Like this we can do. If I press Ctrl O, it will save the content. It will write the content to new.txt. After pressing Ctrl O, if I press Ctrl X, it won't ask me to save. It will just exit out of it. Like this, we can use gedit nano to edit the text files. There is one more and very important, the mostly used text editor by administrators is VI. Thus, its advanced version is Vim. Defaultly, Ubuntu doesn't have Vim. It only have Vi. So to install Vim, you can use command called sudo space apt space install Vim. This command will install the Vim tool. Okay, as I have already installed Vim tool, I'm not going to do that. So I can make use of Vim to create files. So here let me create vi text.txt. I am creating a file as vi text.txt by using Vim editor. If I press enter, it will also give us a terminal based text editor. Here whatever content we want to add, we can add. Like in case of previous text editors, after entering, if I want to save this one, I need to press escape. Here you can see insert. Until this is under insert mode, we can add content. Press escape and shift colon. Here you can see colon. After colon, if I enter W and press enter, it will save the file. If I want to save the file and exit out of the file, I need to enter colon WQ. It will exit from the text file. If I read the text file content, it will show me this one. And if I want to open the file again and I want to edit content, okay, actually this VI has two modes. First one is command mode and second one is insert mode. In command mode, if we want to enter any content, it won't add content to the text editor. If I want to edit the text or if I want to add the text, I need to press I, then it will enter into insert mode. In insert mode, I can enter any content I want to add. And also VI comes with lot of shortcuts, and if you know the shortcuts, it will be very easy to manipulate the text inside VI, and it is the very interesting tool and most used by Linux administrator to perform different kinds of activities using text files. So if I want to save the edited content, what I need to do, escape colon WQ, it will save the content and exit from the editor. Right now I have shown you how to add the content, how to manipulate the content using text editors. And here till now we have used cat command to read the files. Okay, whatever the files are existed, to read the files we used cat command. But there are different commands to get how much content we want and how to filter out the content. Okay, for this purpose I'm going to take a sample document I have created. Here is my sample.txt. On this one I'm going to show you different commands. Let me add the sample.txt. This is the content inside sample.txt. It is a random content, no need to worry. Just copied from internet and created this text file. So here actually when I cat this sample.txt, it is show me some content, but if I want to see the content along with its line numbers, what I need to use, I can make use of a command called NL. What I do, I will cat the command and I will send the output of this command to another command. How can we make that? By using a command, a symbol called pipe. You can find this symbol on key above the enter. If you press shift backslash, it will provide you pipe symbol, and what the pipe symbol will do, it will redirect output of one command to one command as input of other command. So this cat command input will be forwarded to NL command. This NL command will provide line numbers. Here you can see line numbers. Actually, it is giving line numbers to only the content. Here are the some spaces are there. While performing some kind of activities, these spaces also considered as active lines. Okay, so I will show you. So this contains totally 43 lines of content, but I don't want to see every line content of the file. I just want to see the first 5 lines of the file. How can I do that? I can make use of commands called head and tail. If I use head command, it will provide me the top lines of the file. If I use only head command, it will read the first 10 lines of the file. Let me show you. Head space sample. You see, these are the first 10 lines of sample.txt. You can see here, these are the first 10 lines of sample.txt. If I use tail space sample.txt, these are last 10 lines of sample.txt. You can check here, these are last 10 lines. Last 10 lines of sample.txt. If I want to see particular number of lines, if I want to see only top 5 lines, what I can do, head space minus how many number of lines we want to see, we can provide that much number and file name. See, these are first 5 lines. How can I know? Previously we have added, with this command we are getting content with line numbers. So at the end I want to add this head command, head space minus 5. You can see here, from these two commands we are getting whole content with along with numbers, and with this head command we are breaking that content to first 5 lines. In the same way, if I add here tail space -5, it will show me the last 5 lines of the text file content. You can see here. For example, if I want to see the middle content, cat space sample.txt and NL. Here total 43 lines of content is present, but I want to see only from line number 19 to line number 24. Till 24, how many lines are present? 24 lines, and including with 2 spaces, total 26 lines. I want to see to the above command, I will add head space -24 lines of content, and tail space I want to see the last 6 lines. If I press enter, sorry, here we are taking 24, right? So I need to provide 26 including with spaces. Here you can see I am getting 19 to 24. This is how we can see content in different ways, whatever content we want to see. And right now I'm going to show you, or I'm going to demonstrate a command called grep. This command we will use to search for any particular keyword inside the text file. Right now I have a text file called sample.txt, and if I cat space sample.txt, it will show me what is the content inside that file. And if I use grep space, for suppose let me give country, if I enter, okay, country is not present, let me enter lyric. If it finds anywhere lyric word inside the sample.txt, it will show me those lines with highlighting the keyword. You can see, if I want to know the line numbers where this keyword is present, first I can provide NL. I can see on the 12th line, 15th line, 28, 30, 33, 36, 40, 43 lines, there is a word called lyric. So here I observed a word called century on 43. Let me check, does this word existed any other line, on any other line. If I provide century, so the century line is present on line number 19, 25, 29 and 43. Why I am providing NL here only? What if I provide NL at the end of the command? Let me show you. Why? Because right after catting the content, if I provide NL, the line numbers will be assigned to the original content. So I will get the exact numbers. But if I provide this NL at the end, what happens? The line numbers will be assigned to these line numbers. So what I will get? These line numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get the actual line numbers, I need to add NL in the middle only. So in that way also, order of commands in which way you are providing will change the results. Okay, so that's how we can make use of grep command. Where this grep command will be more useful, let me take you to log files location /var/log. Here if I see, there are lot of log files present. Let me cat one of the log, syslog. If I cat, here I'll be able to see lot of details, and let me see wherever some success or failures are available, or error messages or warning messages are present. If I enter grep space error, if it finds anywhere error in the log file, it is showing me those lines. You can see the highlighted word error, and then I can analyze the log file, why the errors are came, at what phrase the errors came. I can easily understand, I can take the necessary action. For example, if I want to see any warning messages are provided to the users while providing some kind of activity, see anywhere warning is being identified, it is showing me warnings. Why it is providing warning? Overwriting overwriting X listing, binding of key system, something information it is providing. And if I want to see grep space success is present, grep space failed, wherever failed keyword is matched, it will show me that keywords. If I enter root like this, log file will contain enormous amount of lines, may thousands of lines of content. So in those thousands lines of content, to filter out the required content, we can make use of grep command. Let me show you in the nano also, nano space syslog. If I enter, it will open syslog file. But as in case of grep command, we got all results in a single time, but here in nano we will not get like that. So to find out a keyword, what we can use, control W, and if I provide here error, it will search the keyword and will take us to that line. If I press enter, you can see the cursor is blinking here, error, it identified error. And if I want to find out the next line, I need to press again control W and simply press enter. It will take me to the next line that contain error letter, error keyword. And if I press control W again and press enter, it will take me to another line that has error keyword, and control W, press enter on the next line. Like this we will go for line by line checking. And but in case of grep, we are getting all the information related to that particular keyword in a single screen. Okay, this is all for this video. I hope you like the content. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.